So in today's video, we're going to take a look at 5 different cases for the OnePlus Nord N100, and the prices on these range from about $8 or $9 up to about $17. So yeah, they're pretty affordable. I'll also leave links in the description below with current pricing and more information on everything covered in this video. Just so you know, I did pay for all of these cases with my own money. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first case up is available in 4 different colors: red, dark brown, blue, and black. And this one's a slim TPU material, and the back looks like leather, although obviously not real. Power and volume buttons stick out just enough so you can see where they're located, and is covered in a somewhat soft TPU material around the edges. Nice thing is they're nice and clicky and work really good as well. Nice cutouts for the headphone jack, charging port, and speaker as well. And then it gives you just enough screen protection. In case you lay this down, you don't have to worry about getting the screen all scratched up, although for me, I would still use a screen protector. Perfect cutouts on the back for the fingerprint scanner and cameras. You can sort of see how thin this case is, but I feel like it's going to give you just enough protection. And overall, yeah, this is a pretty good case. Next case up is the Ultra Hybrid by Spigen. It's a hard plexiglass material here on the back, and then a softer TPU material around the edges. Now I like the power and volume buttons a little better on this one than on the previous leather case, mainly because they stick out a little further and then just seem a little bit easier to use. Nice oversized cutout there for the fingerprint scanner on the back, and perfect cutout for the cameras as well. You can also see it's got raised corners, so when you lay this down, it sort of protects the cameras on the back. This one also has a little more lip protection than the leather case I showed you earlier. You are going to get a little bit of fingerprints on the back, but overall I don't think it's that bad compared to some other clear cases that I've tried. You also get larger cutouts for the headphone jack and charging port with this case. So yeah, I think overall this is just a really nice case by Spigen. Next case up is the Rugged Shield by Sucknap, and this comes in 4 different colors: gray, dark green, blue, and black. And even though this is a TPU material, you can tell it's definitely a little more rugged. It feels a little bit thicker, and it just feels like it's going to give you a little more protection. It also has a really nice matte finish on the back. They do a really nice job on the power and volume buttons. It's got little ridges on it that just gives you a lot better grip and makes it easier to use. You also get nice screen protection on this one, very similar to the Spigen case. Looks like it's got nice cutouts on the bottom for the charging port and headphone jack. You can see from the cutouts on the back for the fingerprint scanner and cameras, this case is definitely a little bit thicker and just going to give you a little more protection. Oh, and I didn't even mention this matte finish on here. It just gives you some really nice grip. I think overall this is probably one of my favorite cases. So if you're wanting a slim case, but something a little more rugged, this is definitely one you got to check out, especially for only 10 bucks. Next case up comes in 4 different colors: black, blue, gray, and red. And the brand of this one is also Sucknap. You're gonna see they're kind of popular in this video, but there's good reason. This is a somewhat slim TPU case. The buttons on this one do stick out pretty good as well. Not quite as clicky as on the other cases, but functionality wise, yeah, these work really good. You also get a decent amount of screen protection on this one as well. You can see by the cutouts on the back, this case isn't real thick, but definitely offers plenty of protection. Really nice oversized cutouts on the bottom for the headphone jack and charging port. I think what they could have done on the back of this one is just made this a matte texture instead of all these lines. Sort of like the rugged Shield one, but of course without the grid pattern. I think that could make it have even better grip, but overall, yeah, this is a really good case by Sucknap. And the last case up is by, yep, you guessed it, Sucknap. This one actually comes in two different colors. You've got clear, and then there's also a clear version that has black around the edges. Again, this one's really cheap at only $9. You'll notice this case is super rigid, mainly because of the plexiglass on the back. Then it has a soft TPU material around the edges. You get really nice screen protection on this one. I feel like the buttons stick out just enough. Maybe they could stick out a little more, but they are nice and clicky, that's for sure. Oversized cutouts on the bottom, as expected. And I think with this case, you just get a little bit extra grip than on some of the other ones. And you've got nice oversized cutouts on the back. Now the cutout for the fingerprint scanner seems a little, I don't know, maybe it just seems a little too big. But I guess you're definitely not gonna have any problems using it, that's for sure. And then a perfect cutout for the cameras on the back. And then it just sticks out barely further than the cameras. But I don't know, I feel like it's a little too close for my comfort. Maybe not quite as much protection as the front, so I'd probably put this face down if you had to lay it down. And again, with these clear cases, you are gonna get some fingerprints on the back, but I think overall, not too bad. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.